Hey everybody, happy Wednesday. I hope everyone's having a great week. It's a beautiful day out today, and I wanted to take a few minutes and kind of talk about what is going on with this crazy market. So lately, we've seen the interest rates go up, and I kind of feel like the Joker in the Batman movie where he's just like, everyone's losing their minds, because we're seeing a lot of that. We're seeing a lot of overreaction. We're seeing a lot of people, borderline jumping off a cliff because of what they're thinking is going to happen, what they're seeing go on. And I kind of just want to put a little bit of things in perspective. Now, in the last 6 months, the interest rates have gone up about 2.5% on average. So in October, November, you were looking at about 3% as an average. As of yesterday, the average was about 5.25, 5.35, something like that. And that's a huge jump. And people think, oh my gosh, this is ridiculous. So it's definitely higher than what people are used to. It's higher than it's been in 12 years. And this is how it's going to affect everyone. So if you're a buyer, and let's say you were looking at a $250,000 house and you were putting down about 10%, if you're at that 5.25 rate, you're going to be looking at a payment that's going to be about $250 to $300 more than what it was in October. So the big thing I want you to remember about that is if you were maxed out at $250 starting in November, December, and you're looking right now, you probably need to talk to your loan officer if you haven't lately, because your price point that you can actually afford if you were maxed out at $250 then is now actually going to be maxing you out closer to like $210. That's a huge jump. That's going to remove a lot of prospects from your search that you would have wanted before, and the things you didn't like before that were in the 220, 230 range are now going to look a lot better than they did 4 and 5 months ago. So keep that in mind when you're looking. Now, sellers, the thing that this is going to affect you with is now the buyers who are going to be looking at your house are going to be looking at your house a lot more critical than they may have been 6, 8, 12 months ago. The buyers are now maxing out their budgets because they have to, versus then they were doing it because they chose to. Now they have to almost max out their budget to get more house, to stay in it longer, to not have to move again in 3 or 4 or 5 years. So they're going to be a lot pickier about the houses that they're choosing. They're going to be a lot pickier about what they have to do to a house. And if they're going to have to put money into it, they may not have that money anymore because they're having to raise their budget. So their disposable income they may have had to put into your home for paint or carpet or kitchen or bathroom or things of that nature, they can't do that anymore. So if you're a seller and you're thinking about putting your home on the market, we definitely need to talk about its condition, what it needs, and how the lack of things being done may actually affect your price more than you thought. I was running comparable sales for a seller client of mine the other day, and a house that we would have put on the market for $230, $235 towards the end of last year is now going to be closer to like $225 and $230. So they've already dropped where they could have been in price because of less buyers wanting more for their money, and things selling for a lesser point than what they may have a year and a half, a year ago, things of that caliber. So if you're a buyer, if you're a seller, don't freak out. This is the market. This is reality. Things are not going to change anytime soon. Until we see a massive influx of inventory, prices are still going to continue to go up. Great for sellers, not most advantageous thing for buyers unless they've already bought and now they're seeing appreciation in their home. So the rates are eventually going to go down again. Are they ever going to be back in the 3s? We don't know. I don't have a crystal ball, but don't freak out. Understand that this is the new reality, and let's talk about how we can make your move a little less stressful. Talk about the reality of the real estate market, and we could put together a game plan that's going to make things great for you. I'm Carl Kappas. I'm your guy who doesn't have a bow tie on today, unfortunately, so we need to fix that. And if you've got any questions, I'm here to help you. Have a great Wednesday.